I came across this story, and it basically it disgusted me. But it has to do with pedophiles, sexual predators, and I have very little tolerance for these types of people. Here's the information. You can, I guess, follow it up or, take it for what it's worth.
Thank you very much, Hallie Jackson. Now to Pennsylvania, and a disturbing story developing there. Authorities have found 12 girls and have them in protective custody. They were believed to have been living in danger with a 51-year-old man. This man here, Lee Kaplan, is in custody, charged with sexually abusing at least one of the girls. NBC's Morgan Radford is outside of the home where these girls were found in Pennsylvania. Morgan, with a good morning to you. Do we know how long this was going on? I mean, what's the latest in this investigation?
Alex, this investigation is expected to take several days based on what police say happened inside this home that left 3 adults arrested and 12 children in protective custody this morning. Acting on a tip, police came upon a disturbing scene. 12 girls ranging in age from 6 months to 18 years old, living secretly inside the home of a 51-year-old man. Lee Kaplan has been arrested and charged with sexual assault, suspected of fathering 2 children with one of the girls.
This child was gave birth to 2 other children through a inappropriate relationship.
Police are also investigating an allegation that the parents of the young mother, now 18, sold her to Kaplan when she was just 14.
The parents sold their daughter to this guy when she was 14. You gotta be a sick motherfucker to do some shit like that.
Authorities are still trying to identify the other children.
As far as I know, we haven't been able to locate birth certificates or any kind of paperwork for these kids yet.
Neighbors in Feasterville, Pennsylvania, just 20 miles north of Philadelphia, grew suspicious of the boarded windows and the girls' behavior.
Multiple times I've ridden by this house and seen young girls, various ages of children, dressed mostly in Amish clothing, often afraid.
Oh, he's growing tall weeds, I see children in the driveway. I'm like, there's something not right here. They're never at the school bus,
Neighbor Jen Betts felt she had to call authorities.
They just look sad and fearful every time you'd see them. It's just, that's what made me call.
Thank God for that woman, but my question is, where the hell was everybody else that was passed by this property or were neighbors to this guy? This appears to have gone on for a long period of time, and nobody else saw or felt that they needed to at least check it out or call the cops and have them check it out. Now, this is the same kind of bullshit that Donald Trump talks about when he says, well, if you don't, if you see something and you don't say something, there should be consequences. Well, hell, he needs to take a look at this one and then tell us what kind of consequences all the people who didn't say anything but saw this going on should face. A crime is a crime. Obviously, murder is a serious crime. But hell, what was being done to these young girls is just as serious in my mind. So this is a bunch of bullshit. I mean, this just pisses me off. I have no tolerance for screwing around with kids. And this guy needs to do life once he's convicted, and he will be convicted.
18-year-old's parents, also in custody, are believed to have been members of the Amish community and now face child endangerment charges. Police have reached out to sources with knowledge of the Amish community for help in the case. Authorities don't know how long the girls were living in Kaplan's house and are holding all 3 adults on $1 million bail.
Well, at least one of them has been there since she was 14, and she's 18 now, so that's 4 years. So they got his ass, and they got her parents, they got their asses. So, and if anybody else that's involved, obviously they're continuing to do an investigation, but anybody else involved in this, again, they need to lock them up and throw away the key.
Kaplan has been charged with 3 counts of assault, as well as unlawful contact with and corruption of a minor. But Alex, police still aren't saying whether or not the other children that were found inside this home were victims of abuse.
Well, this story. Morgan.
Exactly. You know, this old white guy, fucking pervert, the girl's parents, there's really no words to describe people that do that kind of stuff. And it's to your own kids. Oh, man. It's always some, you know, some old white guy that's doing this kind of crap.